Hey guys, Mr. Jamestown here, bringing you another video, and in today we're going to be doing a little surprise for my wife. Hopefully she's going to like it, but what it is, we're looking to sell our house pretty soon, and we need to do some upgrades. So in today's project, we're actually going to be going outside, and we'll snap there in a second, and I'll show you what we're going to be doing. So let's take a look at today's project. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if you do, be sure to subscribe and drop a like on the video. Let's get outside. Alright guys, so we're outside and this is today's project. So as you can see, this plant is pretty much dead and it's covered up with weeds. And I used to have this little fence to try to kind of block some of the grass and stuff, because the problem is the grass is kind of here, and when I cut it, it gets in here and stuff's growing, and it needs to look better than this. So this one's actually, there's two, one on each side. This is actually the good one. The bad one, as you can see over here, yeah, so this is in the front of the house, so when people come to look at the house, this is like the first thing that they see. So we definitely have to do something. I put a little, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's like that little black trim, and it just didn't work. And even with the little liner to protect it from the weeds, it still didn't work. So we're ripping both of these out, and let me show you what I got here. So hopefully this will focus. So I got two new plants. Picked them up at Lowe's. They're actually only 10 bucks each. They're Viburnums. Supposed to be really good for summer, because this is the front of the house and it gets sun pretty much all day. I got 100 red bricks. Gonna build a little flower pot, little box type thing. Got some mulch to go on top, and I got some tree and shrub fertilizer, because what I'm gonna do, since it is covered up with weeds, is I'm actually just gonna take all the rocks out and dig out maybe about 6 inches of the dirt, so I don't have to worry about spraying any chemicals on it right before I plant something. So now it comes time to, which I've already loaded up once, but now we need to unload this and get this into the garage. So during the time-lapse parts of the video, I'm going to be switching over to the GoPro, so you might see a little bit difference in the quality, but let's get started. Alright, hopefully you guys can see that. But alright, got everything out of the car here, just in case anybody's wanting to know what type of mulch or fertilizer I'm using. This is kind of what I'm using. And then I'll show you this here. So it's a Sandvanka Viburnum. It's supposed to be really good, and in Florida, which is where I am, it takes a lot of sun. And this is also a very fast growing plant, which will be good, because I want to get it to about 5 feet at least before we put the house on the market. So, all right, I'm going to switch over. We're going to work on this one first, because I figured it'll be the easiest, and we can get a feel for how it's going to work. I have a tendency that things don't always go as planned, so it's kind of like Forrest Gump. You never know what you're going to get. Let's get started. All right, so I forgot to mention here. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to remove all the rocks. I got some buckets and stuff here, so I'm going to put all the rocks in there, dig up the liner that's underneath there, rip out the plant, and then just basically going to keep going till it's just dirt, and then make it level, and we'll replant everything. But pretty much right now what I gotta do is I gotta dig all this crap up, get it into the buckets or into the trash can. Alright, so I got most of it cleaned up, but you can see there's still a ton of grass and weeds or whatever it is that's in there. So I don't think I'll be able to get the whole project done today. I think what I'm going to do is I could just cover it with the liner, but I really want to get some like grass killer and just kill all this stuff, and then maybe wait like a week or so and then plant it. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. So I'm going to pause the video here and we'll pick up in a little bit. Alright, so here's pretty much the final project. I'm not really going to work on this too much more. I think what I'm going to do is, because a lot of this I believe is growing under the sidewalk anyway, so I'm going to start working on the other one, and then from there I'll take and probably spray some Roundup, not like the 1 year vegetation stuff, just like the regular stuff. Then maybe let it sit for like 2 or 3 days. I'll probably keep moving the soil around and stuff, and then I'll plant it. The plants are in their own pot anyway, so if I have to wait a couple days, no big deal. So now we're gonna move over to this one, and this one's gonna be a real pain. I can already tell. A lot more weeds, and but I'll switch over to the GoPro. I'll show a few minutes of it, basically getting the tree out and stuff, and then I won't bore you guys with the boring stuff. So all right, let's go. Alright, so got the tree out. Now the long, boring, tedious part. Get all these weeds and rocks and all this crap out of there. So I'm just going to skip ahead until it's done. And then from that point, once I see what both of them look like, I'll kind of decide if I'm probably going to run to Lowe's real quick and get some Roundup or something, but not sure. Other thing, I didn't notice a hose, like a sprinkler hose, which I actually forgot about on the other one. I almost broke it. But just show you real quick. So that little hose right there, I almost took it out with the shovel. So it's kind of things that happens when I try to do things. So all right, so I'm gonna get back to work on this. Drop a like on the video for this long, tedious process. All right, so this one's done. I think it was actually easier, which was surprising. I thought it was going to be super tough, but everything kind of just fell apart. And I'm going to try to show you guys, but like, if you look at the soil, like, look at how like fluffy and it's so like soft, and you can tell even just the color. I don't know if the color's coming out, but it's just much better soil. It's probably why this one was growing. I don't know if you remember from the beginning, but this one was actually bigger. So I'm gonna head to the store. I'm gonna get some Roundup, and I'm gonna just kind of read it and see how long I have to wait to plant something, and then we will go from there. All right, so I just got back from the hardware store, got me some weed and grass killer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to apply this, kind of rake it in. It says I can plant the next day. So what I'm probably going to do is end the video here, spray this down, and then we'll pick up tomorrow where we lay the bricks. The one thing I'm really concerned about with the bricks is that they come out even. The ground is going to be a lot higher than this too, so I'm going to fill it back up. I got some really good topsoil. So we'll have to see how that goes, but I'm gonna end the video here so it doesn't get too long. So make sure you guys stay tuned for part 2. And if you're enjoying this and you want to see me do other things around the house, be sure to subscribe and drop a like on the video. All right, guys, thanks for watching.